What's up, y'all? Ah. Hold on. Whole lot going on. Shout out to the Zulu Nation. What up? All right. What's up, y'all? Antilia, what's up? What's up? Jag Nation, Jaguar, Real Jag. What's up? Lauren speaks up. Let y'all pile in. You missed Jags live. I missed it too. Shit. What's up, Patricia Blair? What's up? I need a ah let me see. Makia Sanders. What's up, y'all? What's up? I'm not, man, I just said let me jump on here real quick because I haven't jumped on here as often as I should with a whole lot going on YouTube. You figure I would talk, there's a lot that I could talk about, but I've been researching, looking at all this stuff in the Epstein. I ain't try to say his fucking name. Look at all this stuff within these F files, these EPSTAT, these PDF, all these PDF Acrobat files. All right. The algorithm is so tough, you could try to say something and code it up and it'll still figure it out for you. Y'all got to peep. They got these YouTube AI summaries that pretty much go through all your transcript and tell you what you said and what you meant. You could say something and then you could be talking about something from, like, I don't know, like previous. It could be a past situation or someone's previous relationship or something. They'll crowbar an old person's name. It's weird. What's up, Barbara Jane? Anyway, and then look, J. Cole just dropped an album. I would be talking about that. I really would, but I was like, I'm cool on J. Cole. Game dropped another mixtape, and I didn't talk about it. It's just certain stuff I'm just not gonna talk about. That's just me though. I'm not really like I am selective on what it is and who it is that I talk about. But I figured, okay, maybe I need to just do the podcast and talk about this because what I'm talking about today is basically what would be typically on the podcast, and I just got to start dropping that. Um, the podcast is Wolf Tickets, and if you're a member, you want to jump on, I'm gonna make it available. I'm gonna set it up to where members want to come on and hop on if you dare. You ain't have to show your face. You could just call in or hit the StreamYard. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start doing that. That'll be the podcast. Because I really don't want to talk too much about a lot of just you say you're too old to be listening to games. We too old to be listening to game, period. But I like certain stuff. There's a whole lot of other stuff that happened this week and the previous week, and I wanted to talk about it, but not really. But I figure if it's like, hey, podcast, maybe that'll be that. Or if y'all got questions, we're gonna do something like that. I want to make this whole thing interactive. I just hope everyone joins in. So just pay attention to, like, when I post, on, like, just the post. Just post. I'll announce it and say, hey, doing the podcast, you want to join, here's the link. Just pop up. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be all kind of people. Like, that's what I'm going to start doing, basically. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, if you like when I talk about hip hop history, that's what this channel was for. But all the current stuff, I'll just save that for the podcast. That'll be Wolf Tickets, just so that I could do that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I got all kind of stuff though, but I'm getting a whole bunch of other things going. Enough about me. I hope everybody's doing good, because it ain't about me. It's about y'all. I appreciate y'all. And if there's any, like, I don't know, trauma, if there's any drama in your life, just working on that, getting that out the way. Whatever issues you have, if it's disagreeable, if it's not helping you, then I just pray that you get it handled, you get it dealt with. You get what I'm saying? There's a lot of different resources of people, you could talk to. And I say all that to say, especially if you pay attention, if you've been looking at like mainstream media, there's been just a lot of just they've been hitting us with the just a bunch of SHI to the no, right? And you can stay in that space. I was looking at them files, like I was saying, and it just had me at like a space, and ooh man, and I said, let me transmute that energy. Obviously, let me do something more productive. Let me do something different. Let me focus on something different. So that's why I'm doing this live right here too. What's up, Archangel Michael? Appreciate you. Y'all go check out Archangel Michael's page. Please, go sub. He's part of the family. Yeah. Ever since we've is this it? Yep. Ever since we've and when I say we, and I'm not talking like we, why this dude keeps coming up in my thing? Y'all saw that? Look, hold on. Okay. Um, ever since the United States left the World Health Organization, which actually it coincides with these files that came out. Now all of a sudden there's breakthroughs and studies that went viral about countries that have cured the C word. The pancreatic one, the colon one was the next week, and then the next few days it was the colorectal and lung metastasis. But I knew about that one because they've had that in Cuba. When I went to Cuba about 10 years ago, they had the cure over there. They were I mean, at least some people I was talking to, they were like, yeah, they got the cure for that over there. And back then, so now they're saying, they got the cure for these HPV related ones, the blood leukemia ones, yeah, they so I find this very interesting. And I'm gonna tell you what, like when you're dealing with this type of illness, that's what brings it on. Dealing with like worry, dealing with unresolved issues. That's ultimately really what causes those types of issues. I'm not. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that um, mesothelioma. What was it called? Mesothelioma. Is that what it's called? That asbestos doesn't like the other outsiding factors like uranium, radiation, exposure to radiation. I'm not saying that they don't cause it, but I'm saying you know that's not the only thing that causes it. And of course the diet, well, how we eat, what we eat, and not just eat but consume and watch. So that's why I was talking about the news. But I find this interesting. I find this very interesting. See, there's so many topics that I would rather talk about, but I'll get in where I fit in. I get it how I can, and I figured let me just squeeze this one in. Squeeze this one in. But the main topic of discussion. You can't take ninjas anywhere. Y'all heard about this where Ja Rule, Uncle, I'm gonna just say Uncle M word. Let's just call him Uncle Homicide. No disrespect. Uh he be doing the wrap ups, but he's no Uncle Murder. Damn, I said his name. Uh I mean he's funny. He's funny as all hell. And of course Yayo, shout out to Yayo. Uh, they got into it with Ja Rule on a flight headed back from the Super Bowl this weekend. And Ja Rule, I saw the Instagram live, not live, I'm sorry. I saw a post where Tony, Yayo, and Uncle M Word were sitting behind Ja Rule, like taunting him. They took his pillow, they called him all kind of, they told him SMD, like just getting real disrespectful. Ja Rule just be taking all kind of L's, but Ja Rule like 5'2". I remember me and the homies, we was out in front of the club. I forget, this had to been during that time when him and 50 were beefing. And Ja Rule was waiting to get in the club. We obviously were in a regular line. And Ja Rule was actually like kind of like they were ready to escort him in. And the homie from Compton was like, fuck Ja Rule. He's like, fuck Ja Rule. Like he yelled it out as loud as hell and was laughing. Ja Rule didn't do nothing. Ja Rule just took his little ass up in the club. I ain't saying Ja Rule no punk though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying Ja Rule punk, but that was funny. Yeah, they threw some words back and forth. Uh, yeah, they were just talking. I saw, Henry, I definitely peeped that. They were just talking, and there was no real fight. They were just, what it is, shit talking. He told him SMD, but I mean, he did say that, like, suck my, he told him all that. Ja Rule was like, bro, but they were taunting him. They were taunting him, and I guess it just makes great content. But again, this is why you can't take certain ninjas nowhere, man. Like you're on a plane. I know you're not that stupid to almost get into a fight with another grown ass man. To almost get in a fight with another grown ass man on an airplane, that's a federal crime. We're not talking state. We're not talking uh, whatever jurisdiction, city you're in, municipality. No, this is federal. So if you fighting on an airplane, you got to be about as dumb as about to be about as smart as a bowling ball, as the homie would say, right? Sharp as a bowling ball. Because yeah, you don't fight on a plane. You don't do nothing crazy in the airport. Like, look, I've been to the airport. Taking my kids to the airport. They know how to act. If you've been to the airport and you got people around you, they don't know how to act. Get them away from you because you end up with a federal case. You know what I'm saying? Like certain people, if you don't know, if they don't know how to act, you just got to get them away from you. Obviously, they were like, I don't know the whole story, and I know some of the story, but I don't know the whole story. Meaning, I'm gonna tell y'all how these internet streets work. People will put certain stuff out there just to put certain stuff out there and see what catches and see what people say. If a blog catch it, or what I'm saying, if a YouTuber decide to report on it, yada yada. Like they'll just put stuff out there just to put it out there. Half ass put out the story, and then later on maybe they got to put out the real story or retract or whatever, etc. So this whole story though sounds stupid. Ja Rule was by himself, and I find that hard to believe. And yeah, Ja Rule should have his own plane, but that's a whole nother combo. Even Yayo and they should have their own. They should be 50 should have they didn't have to fly commercial, right? But this seemed like just something just to have out there. These entertainers play their part because I'm gonna tell you what, and getting back to the seriousness, the files should have everybody upset. Y'all should be looking through the files too and connecting the dots of like who you need to not elect, who y'all need to not give power to. I mean, even the election stuff is a joke too. You know what I'm saying? But this type of content or this type of behavior just keeps people away from getting to the real. The entertainers are just going to be throwing out um, the bread and circus because the politicians are scrambling. And yeah, this is just another conversation to have just in general. Like, and I regret even just being like, oh, let me just get out here and talk about this because I'm trying to kind of switch switch the mind pattern. I'll say it like that because being focused on so much stuff that's real and and really affecting the world negatively, it will make, if you got God in you, it'll make you want to react or want to do something or want to help. But I said, now let me just do this and talk about this because I'm just obviously sick of looking at all this stuff and being in this state of like, yeah, this is crap. So I'll talk about what these quote unquote celebrities are talking about or going through. But yeah, Ja Rule, Tony, they've been going at it for the longest. And if y'all don't know, Ja Rule and 50 backstory, yeah, they've been going at it for years. They've been going at it for years. And yeah, y'all, please hit the like button. Got a couple people in here. I appreciate the people that are here. Please hit the like button. No, I appreciate it. And peep the game. They've been going at it for a minute. It ain't nothing new. This is not something that's like a current beef. And these two, or these, well, I'll just say all four of them, grown men, decided to turn this into something. Sometimes I honestly think these so-called people be working for them folks, like the TMZs, who owner the owner of TMZ allegedly is a friend of Harvey Levin or whatever. He's a friend of Jeffrey Epstein. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Eric Benet. Yeah, no, look, it didn't make me cry. And shout out to Eric Benet. At least, bro, I just hope the real people get together and we do something about this. It's really just about organization right now. That's all. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say what really needs to happen, but there's a lot of people that know what's up and they know what needs to happen. I guarantee you, it's going to get real nasty when it's all said and done. But overall, yeah, it's really about organization, but it is about love. But I'm not in the to crying, and yeah, I'm a f something up. That's the time I'm on. I'm a f something up. Yeah, Henry, these fools are sitting here acting like grown ass YNs. That's what they are. Some people get old and become elders, and some people just get old and become olders. Like Ja Rule, yeah, man. I wouldn't even. I would have like just like when the homie said "F Ja Rule" in front of the club in L.A. back day in 2003. You should have just ignored it and kept it going. Like if Yayo or something would have started messing with my ear or something, then then that's an assault charge. Do it the Drake way. Go and sue him. Cause yeah, man, I like any celebrity that I talk ish about. I dare any of them to run up on me and say something. I'm not saying I'm gonna do nothing to them. I just dare one of them to run up and say something. Cause I'm gonna fall out over my neck, my back. I'm gonna have a lawsuit for your ass. Yeah, I would have sued. Yeah, I just would have chilled. I would have been, I would have whatever flight I was on. I would have got at them like, yo, these fools is. And that's what happened. They basically said somebody was over there. They were recording the whole thing. They ended up moving Ja Rule, and then uh, Banks. I'm sorry, Banks. God keeps it. Yayo and Unc. They stayed there, and they were like, yeah, they moved them, blah blah blah. And this is first class. I'm like, y'all can't take these ninjas nowhere. You can't take Negroes nowhere. Y'all in first class acting like monkeys. And I'm not. I'm saying that because of what Trump did. Y'all know what Trump did, and that's a whole nother conversation. But uh, I said that on purpose. Y'all in here acting like animals. Y'all over here acting like animals. That's a damn shame. Y'all grown men. Y'all should pretty much, you know, show lead by example. I'll say it like that. Just lead by example. You know. Um, Peep game also. So I guess, is this a real thing? Is this what I got next? Why these dang on? I got to step my game up because obviously my resizing game ain't up on par because I had this little thing here. Let me pull this one up. Glorilla and Brorilla. And see, look, it didn't even this is some whack ish. All right, Glorilla and her sister. I guess the girl and her sister. I get. Are they twins? Because this is Glorilla's to the to the right. That's Glorilla, and then her sister to the left. I was trying, and the reason why I even pulled that up because I was trying to make a point. This picture exactly with them in the jersey. You see, there's nobody in the middle right there. Them in the jersey. I'll come back to that later. But the person in the red and on the far end that's supposed to be Glorilla, and this other person is Brorilla or Glorilla's sister. I don't think they're twins, but that's someone said that they were twins. And I don't even know too much about this. I'm just laughing because I like it just fits the narrative. You can't take certain ninjas nowhere. So apparently, Glorilla's sister um, came to the internet and tried to expose. Oh, it didn't even pull up that one that I wanted. Man, wow, ain't that a blip? Because I had a saying that she said. Let me just pull it up real quick, man. Um, so Glorilla's sister came out, did a whole bunch of interviews, talking all kind of stuff. See, I got this one on point. I'll pull this one up. I guess this one's pretty decent. This is I guess someone in the family had made this statement. Let me try to just focus though, because I'm all over the place because I'm mad because my graphics ain't working. I'm working on some other stuff and I didn't even really get a chance to get my graphics on point. I'm gonna just get back on screen in a minute though. But peep game, Glorilla's sister came out doing all these interviews saying Glorilla never helped the family, only gave my mama $100. My mama still work at FedEx in Memphis, and one of the most outrageous things I've heard. And she went on TMZ saying this. I think y'all correct me if I'm wrong. What's up, Kat? Uh, you correct me if I'm wrong. She said something. I was so hungry I was about to eat a roach. And that's when I checked out. I said, let me get out of here. Um, Glorilla's sister, though, they calling her Brorilla because she looked like she Glorilla's sister looked like what was that little boy that that little boy that was on that one show. Um, Here she was getting into fights. Like they got like she's sitting over here getting just doing all types of ratchet stuff. But she looked like yeah, Glorilla's sister looked like 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 what's his name? That dude Massey. He was on wasn't it hanging with Corey? I forget the name of that damn show. But she's sitting over here claiming she made $200,000 this week off of interviews. She said and I wanted to play this. I mean, I wanted to show this, but for whatever reason, it ain't coming up. She made 200K this week. My network will be 1 million in the next 5 weeks. Prices going up, promos, interviews, etc. DM me now. Now, if this she looked like Floyd Mayweather's let me shut up. I'm not gonna talk about the post sister like that. But you capping. You lying. And then you said my network. It's net worth. Your net worth. I know you from Memphis. And shout out, I got people in Memphis, so shout out. But no, it's my net worth, not my network. She said my network will be 1 million in the next 5 weeks. Prices is going up. She made two. Y'all believe? Do y'all believe she made 200K off of people interviewing her this week? Stop the cap. I'm sorry. I don't even think I gave y'all proper like context. I didn't give people the proper foundation for this whole story. I just went in. Remember, I told you there's uh see, I'm mad that these photos ain't even come in right. But that's supposed to be Glorilla and Glorilla's brother. And you see in the original photo that I tried to pull here, but it ain't coming up like I want to. There's nobody in the middle. This fool AI'd himself in the middle. That's how you know this is just a thirst. This is just thirsty. These people is just thirsty. Everybody looking for attention, or it's the industry trying to do what they do with the with the distraction. Because imagine if we all focused on like really like everybody going through these files and seeing who's all in them, and then just doing what needs to be done to get these people getting justice made. Because I'm very disappointed in this administration because they know all the people that have done dirt. They know who these people are, and they're still around, and they're not being taken care of. That's sad. But the brother, I think I saw him first coming out talking about my sisters, blah blah blah, this and that. And I'm like, wait, I saw the picture of Glorilla and Brorilla years ago with them in the jersey. I never saw somebody in the middle. This fool AI'd himself in the middle. I like you can't make this ish up. I swear to God, you cannot make this ish up. People, well, a lot of people just thirsty just in general. Let's just keep it a buck. A lot of people just thirsty in general. Like people are yeah, Brorilla. Yeah, they. And the funny thing, if y'all don't know who Glorilla is, her real name is Gloria Hallelujah Woods. Like that's her real name, Gloria Hallelujah Woods. Shout out to her family, Gloria Hallelujah. That's what Gloria Hallelujah. So Jack put that. I was like, that's funny, but her name is Gloria Williams. I mean, yeah, Gloria Woods, Gloria Hallelujah Woods, right? And she came and said, "Yeah, my name gonna be Glorilla," and she's related to Cardi B. So y'all put it all together. Like I said, you can't make all this ish up. This is like okay, distraction over there, whatever. But that's the reason why I said let me just turn that off a little bit and talk about this nonsense. You just got a lot of people who are thirsty, and they just got to be a part of some storyline because they got nothing else going for themselves. They did not finish. They didn't finish high school. They didn't go to college. Um, they stood there the whole life. Maybe they was selling nickel bags or whatever, and that was what they were. That was just their mission in life. It's like, oh well, I'm gonna be the Nino Brown, but I'm gonna be doing it in weed or something, right? So they getting QPs. They think they coming up, and then they getting the pounds, and then they start selling whatever, and then that's just what they do. They study. They done smoke their life away. They smoke their life away. They realize, oh shoot, I'm about 45, 44. I'm about 40 something years old. I really ain't got nothing going for me. And this is what they do. They got to attach themselves to um, maybe somebody that's a little bit more successful. It's a different type of a rhinomaniac or something like that. It's because you actually are somewhat close to that person, and you want to, I don't know, you want to be just as big as them. Glorilla, I'm not mad at Glorilla. If Glorilla said, "Hey, I got to get away from certain people," that's what I was talking about, like in the airport. If I'm in the airport and the airport is just the airport. We just going from boom to boom. If I got a fool over here doing all type of crazy stuff, trying to smuggle in weed and try like getting in the fights, I can't be around you. I can't. No. Get. Same thing with family members in real life. If you got family members who are literally just on some um they gonna just do some like y'all probably got ratchet cousins, right? If you got a ratchet cousin and 18, 19 years old, this fool was ratchet or whatever. I've seen this. You got cats that are just, doing all types of stuff. Gang banging. Do you gang bang? Doing I be outside with my gang, doing all types of stuff. Why wait, why is it a Chinese am I tripping? Do y'all see there's after well, especially after cat, but no, I just saw okay, there's a post here and Patricia Player. There's like I was trying to figure out what that thing is. There's a symbol y'all got right there. All right. Okay, I guess it ain't for everybody. But no, you got cousins who, you see them 10 years later, they still on that same bum ass or whatever they're on. you know, they trying to make it in the rap game, or they trying like, no, go to school, go to ICDC, or ICDC. I can't decide a career college, right? Go do something with your life. Be productive. If anything, go start a business. That's really what I would say. But no, you got people like Glorilla's sister, who I guess they just expect a handout. They expect a handout. And the thing is that's the problem with a lot of people. And someone becomes successful in their family, then it's like they're just gonna expect, oh well, this person is gonna look out for me. Why, whoop, whoop, and it don't work. It ain't supposed to work like that. You're not supposed to be carrying anybody. If anything, bring yourself to the table and say, hey, I can be an asset. I can do X, Y, and Z. Even if it's like, hey, I'm gonna get over here and I could take care of your Excel sheets, and I can do the finance, and I can do, yeah. What's up, Avery? No, you're not late. Ain't nothing going on. The topic of discussion is you can't take certain people anywhere, for real. Brorilla, or whoever her name is her name Victoria? I think that's her real name. She done went on TMZ. She done went on some loser channels on YouTube to do interviews. She claiming she made 200K last week or in a couple of weeks, and her network, not her net worth, her network is about to be 1 million. So obviously she's doing all this. Put her on a pod with 607. Yeah, 607 Uncle probably. Uh, 607. That's an interesting guy. 607 Uncle is very interesting. Very just interesting. That's all I'm gonna say. Yo, so certain mother, but okay, wait, hold up before I go there. If it was all about the money from the jump, then I think Glorilla was like, you should have just stayed in that lane of when people were running around talking about you look like you look like Stud Rilla, because I think they were calling her Stud Rilla at first. And she was like, we could have ran with that. I could have brought you onto the shows. I could have did like it could have been a value thing instead of you trying to come after her and be like, yo, yeah, my sister didn't get nothing to the family. My sister bit like leave all like this family stuff really shouldn't even be in the streets like that. I learned that. You definitely family stuff should not be in the streets on the internet for real. It can end up bad. You get what I'm saying? Anybody out here that's putting family out there, if it's done, now I ain't gonna say if it's like rightfully so. If it's some crazy stuff that happened, I get it. But just to be doing it because bro really just came out, it's kind of like it is what it is. Like why there was really no reason. Like there was no reason. But you got to look at it. Brorilla, Glorilla, they're all connected to Rock Nation to a degree, right? So right when this Glorilla stuff came out about a week ago, what else came out about a week ago? We got Jay-Z connected to the um, FBI intake Epstein stuff, right? All of a sudden, now we got all this other just chaos coming. J. Cole just all of a sudden dropping his album. Like all kind of stuff was just coming. Now they got they're saying Meg the Stallion got does she got a cartoon she's working with Carl Jones? Oh my God. I ain't watching that. There's all kind of stuff comes out. This is how this media thing works. What up, LP? This is how this media thing works. It's like I don't think they were expecting that Jay stuff to really come out the way it came out. That Jay-Z Pusha T situation. That hit. It did what it did, but it's still like I said, hip hop media ain't talking about it. People in the hip hop media, they're not talking about it, and it's a reason why. And I talked about that. Yeah, there you go. Yep, little fires everywhere. It's a reason why that this Brorilla and Glorilla again is a thing. It's like, in all honesty, it's not even a story. It ain't a story at all. Like, is weak. It's basically somebody coming out airing family grievances like with entitlement. Like this person comes out and I got my hand out. Well, I made 200. You didn't make no 200, but cap. But that's what it was about, money. So I'm sure she's probably getting paid by Rock Nation. Like I wouldn't put it past that. You know what I'm saying? They probably got her out here with all looking crazy. Got Glorilla out here looking crazy. And Glorilla, shout out to Glorilla. I ain't go. I'm here with the at least Glorilla ain't like the sad thing about hip hop, especially nowadays with the women in hip hop. What do they call it? Pussy rap. That's what they call it. That's all it is. We ain't got a whole lot of. Well, I ain't gonna say Queen Latifah. I'll say Ciroc. Ciroc. Shout out to Ciroc. Dope ass album. She had a dope album called Nebuchadnezzar. Like one of the last CDs I bought. Dope ass female MC. I believe she's from the South. I believe she's from Atlanta. Ciroc. Y'all look her up. Ciroc. She's dope. And even rap. Shout out to Rhapsody. Rhapsody's dope. I figured we were going to get a succession of like female MCs. And I hate even saying that female MCs because, in all honesty, a female MC or an MC is an MC. So like shout out to my OG Medusa. Dope is MC and she could spit and she could sing, right? Dope MC, Medusa. Y'all don't know who Medusa is. Shout out to Medusa. And she can go up against, is she going up against everybody? Like, man, she'll fade them all. And look up that joint, Fade them all. She shot out my cousin in that joint. Like Medusa's dope, but we don't have those caliber of artists. And it's nothing but like coochie rap. Let's just call it that, coochie rap. Out of all the ones who got the little coochie rap going on, Glorilla, at least she doing her thing. Like I respect what she does. And I still ain't bought an album yet, but I did like that FNF and so I'll bang a few of her joints. That Yeah Glow one. She got some. She to me she better than Meg The Stallion. If you really want to, you really want to, yeah, Ciroc, exactly, goddess. You know who Ciroc is. I'm sure you do. Ciroc is nice. She is nice. Dope album, dope production, all that. We need more of those caliber of MCs. And if anything, like I said, Glorilla is better than Meg The Stallion, in my opinion. I'm not buying no Meg The Stallion. None. At all. And yeah, then we got somebody else kind of connected to the Rock Nation, whatever. And I say loosely, coming out with a story because I believe Doechii came out and said something. She declared that she is a lesbian. Okay, who cares? They were giving her the blues in the comments. They were like, she came out talking about she a lesbian. I'm like, okay, this part of your rollout. So coming out saying that you are, I don't know, whatever sexual orientation you are, that's news, or that needs to be put out. It's nothing. Somebody was like, "Yo, Raj from What's Happening looking ass." Nobody can like it was going in on Doechii, and she's a dark skinned female, right? So she gonna catch all kind of hell and all this or whatever. That colorism stuff is whack. But I really don't care who you sleep with. That's whack too. You get what I'm saying? Like that shouldn't be part of your rollout. What's your next single? You know what I'm saying? Let's talk like that. So, and Doechii's talented, but I'm done with the antics. I'll just say it like that. Just done with the poor Raj. They said she looked like. Oh man, they said she looked like Raj from What's Happening. I know that's wrong, huh? They go, she probably, oh my God. And well, she, in my opinion, I probably wouldn't give Doechii a listen because, well, and I'm gonna listen to her. I ain't gonna lie, I listen to her. But I'm not gonna, take her too serious because she's too much on that man hating stuff. And in all honesty, I get it. There's women out here who it's about women empowerment. And women should be, respected and all that. But when you start getting into the misandry, I'm cool because, yeah. No, all that misandry stuff. Get out of here. Like who is that for? Because in all honesty, it ain't for our community. I'm gonna keep it a buck. All that misandry, even all that otherworldly sexual orientation stuff, that ain't for us. Whatever. But anyway, yeah, they she tried to come out with a whole thing about, hey, my damn, what is it? Uh my preference is this. My, like, I wish she would have responded to what I said. I think Doja Cat is writing her stuff. It'd be funny. I swear to God, years later, this come out. And y'all, oh, Wolf said it first. No, whatever. And it's just an observation. It sounds like Doja Cat is writing for Dochi. That's what it sounds like. Not saying, but they run the same gambit. Like, Doja Cat is could be, she's anti-black, if you really wanted to, kind of, let's just say allegedly, right? They found her in some of these Reddit chats with the white boys with her feet out and doing all kind of like race play stuff. They. And Dochi's, from what it looks like, in my opinion, she looks like she's a misandrist, like she don't like men. So it's about the same. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let me get off of that. I don't care what y'all want to talk about, because in all honesty, I'm still pissed off. I ain't gonna lie, I am pissed. Yeah, no, for real, Cat. If you didn't hear about the whole thing about yeah, Doja Cat back in the day, yeah, yeah, just doing all types of race play stuff. Yeah, 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 man. What else is on the topic list? Because yeah, this Glorilla stuff is just funny. Glorilla looks like she looked like she could play for the WNBA or something. Like yeah. Glorilla, she said, "Your network." What somebody say? What is this? All I hear when I hear Glorilla. They said that's how Glorilla sound when she talk. Damn. When Glorilla, hey, if I did an interview, I'm okay. I'm about to do an interview with Glorilla. So, Glorilla, can you tell us a little bit of history about you and your sister Glorilla? Okay, you said you here. Yeah, okay. All right. So y'all from Memphis, and okay. How did y'all grow up? How was that experience growing up with Glorilla? Okay. You stated one time that you were so hungry you was about to eat a roach. How did you get that hungry? I wouldn't even know what to ask this woman if I interviewed her. I wouldn't even know what to ask this woman if I was to really interview her. Man, that's some funny shit. Like, that's how Glorilla sound when she rap. Yep. This is some funny shit right here. This is hilarious. Man, that is funny. That is hilarious. But yeah, she said not her network. She said her net worth. What do y'all want to talk about? Because I'm gonna wrap this up in about 10 minutes, if anything. Uh, what is this? What y'all talking about? Glorilla. I don't want to get struck. Glorilla. They said she looked like, yeah. People's ignorant. The Tory Center. Yeah. See, look. I don't know if that's true. They says Tory sent her $2,500. Right. I don't even know if that's true though. You know what I'm saying? Wait, where we see? Glorilla, Torilla, Gorilla, and I said Torilla. Tory Lanez. I need to maybe I develop an artist call her Glorilla. Like she comes out looking toe up or looking like a big toe. So they said, Tory Lanez giving Glorilla sister $2,500. He didn't want me to post this, but your boy heard about the situation all the way from jail. So why would you post it? And that might be see, clout chasing is a mug. This is what she wrote. This is what she put. She's the clout chaser, bro. Like if you put on here, her name is Scarface Woods, right? From Tory, if you actually effed up and really tripping about 2,500, I'll send it to you, gang. I know how it feels to not have ish while needing it. I hope God blesses you. Bro, so Tory Lane, is this so obviously this is that's the Apple a cap. Tory Lanez, number one, bro. How are you in jail and you on Instagram? How if you're in jail and you on Instagram, how are you in jail and on Instagram and able to send messages and able to send Apple Pay? That's wild, bro. Go live from jail. Like Tory Lane should go live from jail. I would. Yeah, Tory Lanez could go live from jail for real. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I don't know. This is pointless though. This is very pointless. Yeah, he said 2,500. He did, I guess, but that could be capped too. Let me see. Milagro posted about Glorilla's sister receiving a generous gift from Tory Lanez. Meanwhile, she was busy scolding Armand Wiggins because he pointed out she was broke yesterday. She talked about standing on 10 toes down and going to court with Meg the Stallion. Why would Tory bless a stranger with money and not the woman that stood 10 toes down and continued to beg online? I'm still going through that. Still paying for that. Right? Okay, cool. These niggas they couldn't have dealt with that either. Okay. Why are any of these people talking money talk to me when I'm living in the same place, when I'm driving the same car, and these kids still got groceries? Mm. Who the fuck need to pay their rent? Mm. Who need to pay their rent? Okay, so this is come and talk to me when the day-to-day shit. Call me a bum when bitch I go move in with my granny. Damn. Bitch, call me a bum when a hoe snap a picture and you see me moving shit into a fucking storage unit. You all call me a bum when you see them checking my motherfucking paws, bitch. Mm. But when my standard of living hasn't changed, but there's a judgment against me, and I'm still doing my thing, bitch, that doesn't equate. That does not equate at all. So I guess what's our sister name? That's a damn shit. I can't Milagro. I can't even say her. I remember Milagro was on the come up. It's sad. A lot of these like not like that. Like she did her thing, she built her platform, and that's dope. You gotta have the right people around you to really help you enterprise or grow vertically. Because in all honesty, Milagro should be in a different tax bracket right now too, with all the stuff that was going on with her. But I guess she's mad that Tory Lanez blessed a stranger. Yeah. Yeah, these people, the Source magazine really just Tory Lanez sends $2,500 to Glorilla sister after messy family this family dispute goes viral. I mean, yeah, okay. So she said, "Oh, who was that? That was Milagro. That was Milagro Grams. Um, she paid for that conversation for her father to say, you do so much for me." I heard. That's what I heard. Look, I'll just say it like this. depending on how family treats you, because I heard there was some violence that went on in the past with Glorilla's family, with her sister. Maybe somebody got pow or stabbed or something at and Glorilla ain't messed with them since. It's like, yeah, you just keep that. We're gonna keep that same energy. That's it. Keep the same energy. That's really what it is. Keep the same energy. If you don't rock with me now, if you didn't rock with me now, then don't. You say, you know what? I mean, it happened though. That's what happened. It happened. It happened for real. Anyway, yeah, man. I like as y'all can see, I struggle when it ain't something I really want to talk about. It's like I'll struggle. But if it's something I'm really passionate about, I can go. You say I'm frozen? I'm frozen? What's that? Did I freeze or what's up? Oh, it was froze before. Okay. Well, maybe it's time for me to get off. Maybe whoever runs YouTube, they gonna try to kick me off again. Y'all remember it kicked me off last week? It's crazy. Yeah, though, for real. You say Glow did live with her father, on the phone, saying you do so much for me. I could never ever, I could never repay you. I mean, yeah, you're supposed to do for your family, but they say she got like 10 other siblings, or she's 10 siblings in total. Man, if they don't get off their ass and do something and say, hey, Glow, we could at least do the Glory Hallelujah nonprofit or something and run that, you know. Yeah, so family business exposures, fallouts, etc. Yeah, over money, exactly. That's the sad thing. Like I said, I think all of this really is about money, but there's other stuff going on in the backdrop too. Because like if this wasn't out there, then other stories would kind of be more to the surface, like the Jay-Z situation. Um, People are just now coming out talking about they were shocked when Beyonce donated some money to Busby's alumni college, I think, right in Houston, Texas, and they're just now coming out like it's a whole bunch of stuff that's gonna come out. I'm gonna get on the phone with somebody soon, and I think the team do have a conversation because I think we're gonna really get down to the bottom of what's really gonna happen, what's really gonna go on. I think that's what time is right now. I'm really not tripping on all the, but I know I think they're like playing it like, and then they finna just get these people. They finna snatch these people up, and I wouldn't be surprised if your favorite rapper is on that list. I'm just saying, I wouldn't be surprised. These people now, it's like all the other allegations that then came out, and things that possibly could have been or whatever. I don't know. But now it's like, okay, no, now we got concrete this, we got this. Now witnesses are starting to come out. People ain't even talking about the Epstein victims who did the Super Bowl commercial. And shout out to them for that. They dropped the Super Bowl commercial. And yeah, I just wish they get their justice. And yeah, that's really all I wish. I just wish that they get their justice, you know? Um, Yeah, I really didn't want to come on here talking about this, to be honest. I just said, let me put something on while all this is going on. I may do something members only on Friday. How about that? I don't have a whole bunch of members, but I may do something members only and just let y'all uh, hear some stuff. We may do some stuff there. And then, I don't know. I'm just like, all this going on right now with the media, and then you got this fuck shit. You just can't take some ninjas nowhere. There you go. Yep, Virginia Guthrie. Yep. Y'all see that, and y'all see that other Guthrie, because he said Guthrie. The Guthrie situation. It's looking real suspicious to me too. I told everybody it looks like Begonia. Did anybody go see Begonia before I get out of here? Did anybody go see that movie Begonia? And I'm pretty sure it's available like on your your you could watch it on your whatever. And I don't think it's Netflix. Maybe Amazon. I'm not sure. But if you've seen Begonia, this whole kidnapping stuff just looks crazy. It looks crazy. It looks crazy. It looks crazy. Um, yeah, if you haven't seen Begonia, go check out that movie. It is crazy. But you'll look at it from a different angle now, I guess, especially with these files that done came out. Bugonia. That's how you spell it, LP. Bugonia. Yeah, that's it. But I'll say it like this: pay attention to the posts when I post on my channel. Put if you are subscribed and you want to be down with Wolf Tickets Radio, just put like the notification button, everything, right? So when I post, I'll probably post it and be like, yo, in an hour, I will be here. We're going to be doing the pod, just pop in, whatever. And I'm only going to probably do the pod only like 30, 40 minutes, maybe. I don't know. But I'm going to be talking about certain stuff and I'll put it up. But it'll be, it'll be a thing where I'm going to just let anybody come in. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Akshaya? What's up? Yeah, you say, did it come out? Yeah, it came out in 2025. It came out 2025. It's a remake of a Korean film, but they have Emma Stone and they have Jesse Plemons, aka people call him Meth Damon, the guy that looks like Matt Damon on meth. Give him his props. That dude's a phenomenal actor. But yeah, set the notifications, and if you want to have a conversation, then that's where we're going to do it on there, the Wolf Tickets radio or whatever. And I got to get with homegirl to see if when we getting back to this all on Front Street, because that's a whole nother thing too. Because I'll like if I'm talking about topics like this, I'm gonna be cussing people out. I'm gonna be doing all like I'm gonna just get like on my set in the West. I'm serious. I'm gonna get somewhat serious. I'll be clowning people. People come into my chat and they saying whatever. I'm a clown. I may talk about your mama if you talk about mine or talk about me, but over there, yeah, it'll be just the hip hop. It'll be just contemporary stuff that you may see on a typical blog site, and I just want to know what y'all think or what y'all think. I may do it once a week, twice a month. We're gonna figure it out, but I'm definitely gonna do it next week, and I'll be like, yo, come into the chat. It's not gonna be something that's gonna be here. It'll be a link, and you'll just go to it, and if you want to come on, just come on, and we recording live. You know, yeah. Well, it's not a new podcast. I've been had Wolf Tickets Radio, but I'm just trying something different. Any neo soul? Well, I guess, yeah, I'll talk about neo soul. Or are you talking? Do I want to play any? Well, if anything, we'll probably have Jag on there to talk about neo soul. Let's say they had Jill Scott said Jill Scott's doing something in Inglewood. Like Jill Scott making her around. She was just on that Nuki in the front porch. Maybe we'll talk. Of course, we'll talk about neo soul. Of course. And I appreciate Barbara J. She's always in the building. She comes over to Classics channel too. Classic. If he's going live today, we'll probably chop it up with him. Shout out to Classic. He was just sitting with Bishop Lamont. Shout out to Bishop Lamont. Shout out to all everybody here. Appreciate y'all though, for real. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up, but that's what I'm gonna do. Like you'll see it. I'll probably just put like a precursor this end of the week, like Wolf Tickets Radio. We'll if y'all want to join or come on and actually listen or whatever, we're free to do that. Boom, and that's what we'll do. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just start doing stuff differently. You get what I'm saying? You said, but not about Jill Scott? No, not. Well, I'll let Jag talk about Jill Scott. To be honest, I'm sure y'all want to see. Y'all want to see the real neo soul, the real. Well, I ain't gonna say like jazz, like Jill Scott isn't a real artist from neo soul, but I'm just saying like don't. There's a certain artist y'all want to hear some real new music coming out. Don't y'all agree? Hold on, let me change my position because it really looked like I was really looking like Benzino. See, I do have a neck, y'all. It's barely there, but I do have a neck. When I was scrunched up like that, I was looking like Benzino, or I'm looking like old boy from what's that one damn show? The dude, he looked like one of the villains on He-Man. Head and Shoulders, whatever that nigga name was. The nigga had his head on his shoulders. As I was looking. Yeah. Um. Yeah. I gotta lose some weight. The doctor said I got diabetes. No, I'm just kidding. But her comments on Blueface and Krishan Rock. Who comments on Blueface and I, I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't know. But peep the history, peep the game. That's what we're gonna do over there at Wolf Tickets Radio. It's a part of this channel, Wolf Tickets Radio, but it's a podcast. And I'm gonna just do what I need to do over there. Well, can I see the thing is that I can play music, but I can't even put it on the pods. It's different. It's just weird. It's different. It's different. But we probably could do like some snippets, like play a little bit of a song and maybe do some reviews. Maybe I'll review. Well, I'm not interested in J. Cole's album. I'm really not. But I will listen to it and then maybe I'll say something. That'll probably be something that I'll talk about because they're saying Kendrick is dropping an album maybe this week or next week, the Friday the 13th. They're saying Kendrick is dropping an album Friday the 13th. That's the boogeyman. Maybe that'll be the first thing. I may just do it there. Talk about if Kendrick do drop this album on Friday the 13th, like he the boogeyman, then I'm definitely gonna do something on Wolf Tickets Radio, and it's gonna be hip hop over there. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna do, and we'll talk about this. You said beating the non-existent no neck allegations. Yep. Yeah, I know. They say my neck is stolen. They see me rolling. My neck ain't here. My neck got deported. They said my neck is on and my neck is on. Somebody got a channel called Neck in the West. Somebody, y'all haters are so y'all got a channel called Neck in the West. Y'all love me. Like see a hater. And that's a whole nother. That's a whole Neck in the West or setting the neck like that. Y'all love me. Oh man, y'all love me, and I love. I say it all the time. I need my haters to make me greater. If I don't have haters, that means I'm not doing something right. Yeah, no, I'm not famous. I'm about to be infamous. I'm gonna go out like this because I'm about to be real infamous. Because look, I want y'all to know that everything that has been going on online, especially when you talk about like people's personal stuff, right? And just I could talk about some personal stuff that happened with me. And someone was like, oh well, Odell, blah blah blah. He's talking about been suing people for a year now. Why you think I ain't saying nothing? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's coming. Your day coming. But I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. Y'all see these files that came out. Back here's some paperwork. I got some paperwork. Let me put this up. That's all I be doing is paperwork. These people who have been online, they're all in somewhat connected to a lot of the fuckery that you hear about online, that you see about online, about certain people getting doxxed and just family exposures and stuff like that. Like all those people are connected. And I'll just say when I accompanied Jaguar to Mar-a-Lago, I'll just say I met some nice friends there. I'll just say it like that, right? And these people still keep going. They still. So what I'm saying though is like doing something illegal in your own city, you have to deal with the local police. But when you start doing stuff on like this internet stuff here illegally, or even saying stuff like, these people are involved in criminal activities and you have no proof, and then, you guys are doing all dude, that's federal stuff. It's federal, and especially what they did to Jag. All that stuff is federal. It ain't about a celebrity and her even because well, really, it's about her being a whistleblower. And she went on to Pierce Morgan. Look at that. The first couple of months that we got that set up, Pierce Morgan. Pierce Morgan interviewed her. She said some things. Pierce Morgan had to apologize, and then you come a year, 16 months later, she's vindicated because yeah, he is a part of the network that she was talking about. And there has been no public apology from him, which okay, expect that. He's a bitch. He's a bitch ass. Pierce Morgan is a bitch ass nigga. I'll just say it like that, right? So um that was one part. And then months later, she gets a reward from the good people over at America's Future because they're about not they're about exposing these child exploitation things that's going on. They're about all that, and I respect that, and I back them 100% with that because I don't think any child should be a victim or anything like that. Like we gotta look out for the kids. You get what I'm saying? And they rewarded her, and then guess what? Those people that were online stalking her this whole time talking about Jaguar, they turned up the heat. And the funny thing is everything is now connected and they're all going down. And then, let them do what they do. I hopped on a panel, well, not even a panel, I hopped on a channel not too long ago, and there were a couple of former moderators for Jag, and they all on there kissing my ass. They normally calling me, "What's up, Dusty? What's up, No Neck? What's up?" Like that's all they can say. They can't say nothing bad. They ask their mama about their mama gonna tell them, no, don't be talking about my boyfriend like that. Nick, like they they can only call me No Neck and Dusty. That's it. So they were all kissing my ass. I'm like, what is this? What's going on? The reckoning for them is coming. Just like there was a reckoning for Diddy and got this reckoning now for all these other. The reckoning for them is coming too. Don't get it twisted. Like, I really feel bad. What's up? What's up, Classic? I really feel bad for anybody that partook in the gaslighting and the dogpiling campaign against Jaguar Wright that happened in 2022, 2023, 2024, even 2025. I feel bad. That's just my public service announcement. That's all I'm gonna say. I really feel bad for y'all because it's not gonna be like y'all think. And the thing is the Fed stuff it don't happen overnight. You let stuff happen. You just let stuff go. You be like, all right, I'm all right. I know I ain't do nothing bad. I ain't do nothing illegal. I ain't do nothing wrong. They wouldn't have let me into the president's house or nothing if I did. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could talk all that stuff, but I am not under no federal investigation. None of that. I just know these people that have been doing all this dogpiling stuff against her. It's not going to be good for them. It's going to be, in actuality, it's going to be real sad. I mean, 2 to 5 years for contributing to harassment is like the minimum. But I think a lot of them are going to get like 10 years. Like it's bad. It's going to be bad. This Epstein stuff is what. Okay, cool. But all this other stuff, like y'all think y'all getting away with a lot of no, it's gonna be bad for everybody that was involved. But I literally was on a channel not too long ago, and I ain't gonna shout him out because I kind of but he gives me acknowledgement or whatever. He knows who I am or whatever, and yeah, he was asking if I was gonna meet him in real life, one of the and I might have to pull up because I got some stuff that I'm actually gonna be doing with. I might have to pull up. I'm all at him about that. But I was on his panel, not his panel, on his channel, and it was two of Jag's former moderators, and they hey. Oh, keep that same energy. Keep that same energy, and that's the moral of the story right now. When you're dealing with family, if you're dealing with people, and if they have a certain, I don't know, thought process about you or certain just they see you in a certain light, and maybe they don't just F with you. You get what I'm saying? Like, hey, look at you, like And then, maybe they'll see you sometime later and you're doing a little bit better, or maybe they're a little bit down or whatever, whatever. And they come with their hand out, or they come with some. Keep that same energy. You could be cool, you could be casual, cordial, but keep that same energy. No, you didn't rock with me, or you didn't do blah blah. No, no, keep that same energy. People that know me, if I rock with you, I rock with you 100% until I don't rock with you. That's pretty much what it is. Glorilla's family, the situation with Glorilla, just keep doing what you're doing, sis. Because in all honesty, just like I got haters, they say I ain't got no neck. My neck is on layaway. That's the problem. Y'all don't understand. I got a layaway neck. My shit is on layaway. It's coming this Christmas. I got 7 more payments. No way. Yeah, I got 8 more payments of 19.99, and my neck will be here, and boom. But anybody hating, send them off. Just let them do what they do. Just let a hater be a hater. Like I said, I transmute. I need my haters to make me greater. And that ain't nothing to be saying, I'm just saying, hey, you gonna hate on me. Just hate. Just hate. But you gonna make me great, because I'm gonna look at what you're doing and not look at it and internalize it or take it personal. I'm gonna just look at it and say, oh, okay, I gotta be doing something right because this person hates on me. For real. Yeah. Yep. That's gonna be somebody gonna. I guarantee somebody's gonna have a thumbnail that says I got I'm on a roll. I'm on a roll. Cat is funny. Cat need her own stand up. Somebody gonna have a thumbnail to say, Wolfgang said his neck is on layaway. It's coming this Christmas. Like your mama when I see her this Christmas. It's coming this Christmas. All right. I'll be back, but we're gonna do the Wolf Tickets thing, and it's a hip hop thing. When we talk about hip hop is a participating sport. Hip hop is not, you don't sit on the sidelines, you participate. So I'm gonna do the Wolf Tickets. I'm gonna put it out there, and in all honesty, I'll just put a thing out there maybe tomorrow and be like, what time is good for y'all if I was to do it? Like if a normal time like this, if I did it at this time and said, hey, here's a link, y'all can jump on, would y'all jump on or whatever? So it might be sometime like I normally go like live 4 or 5 o'clock or something. I'll probably do it then, like 4 or 5 o'clock or something, my time, Pacific Standard Time. I'm on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? And I like to hear from y'all. I'll check in on Angel Michael's channel. Anybody that got a channel, just put it in the community, and I'll follow you, and I definitely will come through. You know what I'm saying? Me and Classic, we finna start doing a panel little thing too. So y'all tap in. Y'all do what we need to do. You say democracy and hip hop are not exactly. That's why I say this. Hip hop is not a spectator sport. For real, you got to participate. You got to. So that's gonna be my contribution. That's how I want y'all contribution. Just come through and we'll make it happen. Shoot, even if I got to do it via Zoom, I don't know. We'll figure it out. That'll probably be something different. Let me get out of here. I'm already 13 minutes over. Peace.